Hi guys, it's Katie here, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a OC challenge, so let's get started. OC challenge. Okay, there. So I have it on my tablet. Basically, well, first I have to start off by drawing the basic sketch for her outline. Okay, so the basic sketch is done, and I'm just grabbing my tablet so I can show you guys the rules for the OC challenge that I'm going to be doing today. The drawing challenge rules for your OC. I found this one on Google. So the eye color is your favorite color. So I'm just gonna write everything down so I don't have to keep referencing this. Hairstyle idea, but can't do it because her hair is long. But it's fine. So long. And then like I said before, curly hair if your hair is straight, and then straight hair if your hair is curly. But it's kind of, no, it's straight. Yeah. It's like not really wavy, it's more straight. So long curly hair. Long curly hair. Hair color is your best friend's or any friend's favorite color. And my favorite color is purple, and so is my best friend's favorite color. So hair is purple. And then if I'm a dog person, add freckle. If you're a cat person, and glasses. I am a dog person, so freckles. If you're an all animal lover, add a tattoo to your OC's face. So if you're a sporty type, dress your character neat and casual. If you're the simple type, style your character out of your own comfort fashion. So I'll just dress her in maybe oversized sweatshirt, and then black tights. Introvert, add piercing. If you're an extrovert, add any headwear. But if I'm an ambivert, add a slit eyebrow. I'm not really loud and obnoxious like out there, so I'm both. So add a slit eyebrow. I'm starting off with her hair after I have finished her base sketch. And I have already picked out my colors, made sure that there's purple in there because of how it's my best friend's favorite color. I have to make her hair purple. Also, I decided, well, I don't know how she'd look with pure purple hair, right? So I was like, what if I make her hair naturally black, but most of it is purple? So it's black at the roots and kind of up to her, right below her ears, or actually up to her chin, it'll be black hair, and then from there on it'll be purple. So and since she has really long hair, the majority purple hair, so hair is still purple. And that's how I kind of cheated this out, but not technically, it's not cheating. I'm still following the rules. I'm just outsmarting it or something. But yeah, I made her have a middle part, and it's going to be really curly hair because of what it said. And when I made sure I just sketched out just a base sketch. And then I picked all my colors. Now I'm moving on. So she's going to have a little bit of some darker skin. And so I picked out, because I don't usually do dark skin. I usually do really pale skin. But this time I'm doing darker skin. And it took me a really long time for me to get the curls right. I ended up doing curls. Then I ended up just changing to wavy hair with some curls in it. But it's still curly hair. Curly and wavy hair, kind of the same. Depends on how curly your hair is, so. Okay, I'm still drawing in her hair, but I ended up making it really long. Then I decided, well, she's going to be wearing an oversized sweatshirt. So I ended up erasing all of her hair up to her shoulder, drew in her shirt, and then since she's wearing black tights, it's the same shape as her legs, but I also drew that in, and then I went and did the rest of her hair afterwards. So I just did that because, well, I'm going to be drawing in her sweatshirt. And when I'm drawing in her sweatshirt, it's kind of hard for me to make sure I get the shape right with her hair kind of over it. So I'll draw her hair after I finish drawing the sweatshirt and her clothes. But I didn't realize that now. I'm going to end up erasing it sooner or later, but I'm still trying to fix it. But you'll see how her hair turns out in the end of the sketching part of this video. But see, now I'm drawing in her sweatshirt. It's kind of hanging off like one shoulder. So I did it like this, and I'm just drawing, and it's gonna be like really baggy since it's oversized. So you're gonna end up seeing, see how the shoulder starts kind of after her shoulder, like after her shoulder ends, kind of where her forearm is. So that's how oversized it is. And right now I'm just drawing in her arms so I can figure out like where her sleeves would go and where the folds would be based on how her arms are changing. Now I'm erasing the arm and I'm just drawing in the sleeves. And her first hand is in her pocket and then her other hand's like waving. So that's what I decided that I would draw a hand this time for this one, but I put one in her pocket. But when I was choosing the colors for her, I decided I wanted to make it all cohesive since her hair was purple. I decided to make her shirt like a bluish, grayish color, and the sleeves are a different color than the actual sweatshirt. So they're both two different shades of green. Not green, blue. And then she was wearing black tights, so that was really it. Okay, now I'm drawing in her face. I already finished one of her eyes, but now I'm moving on to the other one. After I finish drawing her eyebrows. But I also, after I ended up doing her eye, and her nose, and her mouth, and I drew her tattoo, which I decided was going to be a crescent moon on her cheek, and she also has freckles, so I was originally thinking that I could do, like, stars around it, but since she had freckles, it was kind of like many little dots, so it was like, when I draw, like, other stars, so. But I'm moving on to the other eye, and I'm almost done with it, but now I'm going on to her nose and her mouth. Whenever I draw a nose, I usually start with a circle, then I draw two curved lines on the side of the circle, and then I draw two little dots for her nostrils in the middle. Now I'm drawing in her tattoo. Ta-da! Now that's the basic sketch done. I'm just moving in and adjusting the sleeves of her sweatshirt. Not her sleeves. Now I'm drawing in her hair. See, I finished sketching out everything. Now I did her hair last. But I'm drawing the little curls. And I'm erasing it, just changing it, and I think this is where I decide that I don't really want to do curls, and I start doing waves, but I do leave some of the curls in her hair. See, erasing it. But I cut out doing the line art, so now you can see how it turned out. The curls, it's pretty curly, it's kind of wavy with some curls in it. And I'm coloring in her skin. As you can see, it's a much darker skin tone than I usually do. And I made sure when I did the liner, I included her slit eyebrow. And I'm just coloring it in, make sure that not to smudge any of the line art. Which actually surprising, I didn't do. Like, especially where the moon tattoo was, I was just coloring it in and it didn't smudge. Which I was really grateful for because I don't know how to cover it up. I really don't know. Like when it smudges, you can't really cover it up. Because if you use like a white gel pen and then you go back over it with your marker, it just like removes the white gel pen. You can go back and you see the smudge of the line art pen. But I'm still coloring it. I'm coloring in all of her sandwiches. They're just her face, her neck, and then part of her shoulder, and then her hand. And then she's wearing pants. You can't really see any of the rest. But I'm going in with one of my brightest blush colors. Just because since she has a darker skin tone, well, you can't really see it now. I go back in and I layer. Now I'm grabbing an even brighter one. I think I grab my fruit pink. And I go in with the blush and I go with a much brighter pink color. Yep. See? Yeah, this is more blushy. See how bright that is? You can't really tell because it was on a darker skin tone, but then it starts to like, because you shouldn't really be layering lighter colors over darker colors when you're using alcohol markers, because then it just leaves like this white patchy things. But it didn't really turn out bad. It turned out really well. And I went and I grabbed a much darker brown color, and I am going in and I'm doing shading where there would be some shadows, like underneath her hair, because it's going over the skin, and you can see like the shadows, and I'm going underneath her where her neck is, so it's like underneath her head. And I'm going in with my base color, and I'm smoothing everything out a little bit. This is me realizing that this is making the skin tone much darker, but it turned out really well. I like how it turned out, especially with the black and purple. I'm grabbing in another one, and I'm going in with the shading because the shading kind of disappeared when I went back in with the base color. But now you can actually see the shading because the shading is not that much of a different color compared to my base color. And now I'm going in and I'm grabbing the blue that I'm using for her shirt, and I'm coloring it in her sleeves first. And I think this is after I color in her other sleeve. This is where I realized that that the idea of using two different colors for her sweatshirt would look really cute. But I first have to finish coloring in this part of her sleeve. I just now am realizing that I might have made her hand a little too small, but I'm going with this light grayish blue color, and I'm coloring in her whole entire sweatshirt. It's really satisfying. Whenever I color things, I make an outline of what I'm gonna color, then I color it in so I don't get out of the lines. So that's what I'm doing right now. I usually do this really slow, and then when I'm coloring in, I can color in really, really quickly. But I have to make sure that I don't get it on her hair, since her hair's gonna be purple. If I get it in, it's like the purple's not much darker than the blue, so it kind of mix, and you'll get like a mix of the two different colors. So I'm trying really hard not to get it into the hair. And see, now I'm coloring it a lot more faster because I have all my lines. It's really satisfying just seeing all the colors in the one spot slowly. But now I started coloring in her hair, and as you can, after you see me going into with the purple part of her hair, you'll see how much more cohesive the color scheme is with the blue and the purple. And with the purple right next to the blue, you'll see how much the colors match together. So right now I'm coloring in the black. It's like the darkest brown that I have in the set, because if I go in with a straight up black, then I can't really do shading. And if I keep on, because it won't get darker as I keep on layering it, because it's black and there's nothing really darker than that shade. So right now I'm just going in with my nice purple. Now I used two different shades of purple. I think one was RV25 and RV24. I don't remember which one is which, but I'm using two different colors of purple, and the darker, more desaturated one is what's going to be blending into the black, because they're closer, because the black is more like desaturated. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm just putting in more of the brownish black color in, and I'm keep layering it and mixing it, the two colors. Right now I'm just checking that nothing bled, but as you can see, a little tiny bit, because I forgot to put in my protective sheet. But now I'm just going with the purple again, with the black, and I keep on going like that, and I'm going with the black all the way in so that it's much darker, see? And now I'm going back in with this other side so that they're both the same colors. And I'm just want to check if it bleeded onto the protective sheet. And after, I'm just making the back part of her hair a little bit darker because it's behind her neck, just to add some more depth. And I'm going with her bangs, and I'm coloring it in the more saturated purple color, I think. And I made it a little bit like, it's the same gradient too, from one purple to another purple, even on her curtain bangs like this. And I don't think I showed you guys when I was coloring in her black tights, because, well, you're just coloring in black, so it's like, you already know how it's going to look, and you don't really need to see that. So I'm pretty sure I cut out that process. I might not have. I might have just sped it up like a lot. But yeah, The next thing I'm doing is swatching some of all the colors that I used in this drawing. So those are her skin colors. Now for hair color. This, which then becomes the But as I said before, I did not cut this part out. I am showing you coloring in her black tights. So, but it's pretty sped up, but it's not really that much because I actually was coloring this in really fast. But I'm using, this is my 48 normal set of Ohu markers, and these ones are the chisel and fine nib. So I'm just coloring it in, and I'm basically already done with this. I just have to finish coloring it in. And in this drawing, I actually drew shoes. Aren't you guys proud of me? But moving on, I used my white gel pen, and I'm removing all my swatches because I was like, it's not in a straight line. I cannot have, so it wasn't a straight line. So I ended up using my gel pen to go over it so you guys, nobody could see that mistake. But yeah. That's just what I'm doing. Literally, that's it. I just left the black there for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing. Nope, I'm coloring it in. I think I was just trying to grab to see if I had my whiteout pen, because that would have worked a lot more well for this, but I left that in my pencil case, which is in my locker at school, so I couldn't use that. But I'm trying to go in with another coat to see if the white will become more opaque. Spoiler alert, it didn't. But now we're done with this part of the drawing, and we're moving on to the other part of this sketchbook spread, which is me just drawing in her face. And then I also drew in another picture in the top right corner, but that I didn't really, you guys don't really need to see that. It's like just the same thing over again. So, but if you want to see how that turned out, make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video. But now, I'm drawing in her face, the basic sketch of it. I'm drawing in the guidelines too, so that I know where to draw the eyes. And afterwards, I'm starting to draw in her neck and her shoulders. That's all you really can see of this drawing, but now we're continuing. I'm just drawing in her neck. And afterwards, I end up drawing in her shoulders, but I have to first make it into like this shape, and then I end up erasing the one side because one's too steep and the other's not and stuff. You'll see, I end up erasing because one side, as you can obviously see, is a lot shorter than the other side. But apparently, I didn't realize. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that. Nope, I'm just extending her shoulders out. Never mind.
It's fine.
But yeah. But after this, after I put in the finishing touches of her outfit, I'm going to start off by, I'm going to end up drawing her hair. And I sped this process up because you guys already saw me draw her hair when I was drawing her full body in this sketchbook spread. But now moving on to her face, and I'm going to start off by drawing a curved line for her eyes. And from that, I'm drawing another line, and I'm connecting it to the top of her eyelid, and I'm coloring it in because that will be where her eyeliner is. And now I'm drawing in her eyelashes. Just Now I'm drawing in her pupil, which is just a circle underneath her eye. Oh, not now. Now I am. That's what I'm doing. Before I was still drawing in her eyelashes, but now I'm just drawing in circles underneath the curved line, which is her eyelid, for her pupils. Ta-da! This is how her eye turned out so far. And I'm drawing in her, her eyelid, and now her eyebrows. So afterwards, I move on to draw her nose and her mouth. But I really liked how this drawing turned out. I really liked the coloring of it too. And we're almost done, technically. We only have 5 more minutes of this video left. But I have her face done, and the face shape of this drawing doesn't match the facial shape of my other previous drawing, so I end up erasing it and trying to fix it. I have to make it a little bit shorter because her chin right now is really long, so. Now I'm moving on and I'm drawing her other eye. Same steps as me drawing the other eye that I drew before. Okay, now that eye is almost done. Well, now it's done. I just have to finish up drawing the eyebrows. And the eyelashes, and then I drew the eyebrows, and then this is the side where she has her slit eyebrows. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. And I just had to find my cap for my mechanical pencil. But since I'm drawing the slit eyebrow, I'm drawing in the eyebrow like normally, and then I just erase where the slit would be. And I'm just going in, and I did the line art. You didn't have to see me doing the line art, so I skipped that part once again. I'm just erasing everything and making sure that there's no more pencil marks before I start coloring, because the graphite will smudge some of the alcohol colors when you're putting in the alcohol markers. I'm just grabbing one of my colors first, and I'm going to start off by coloring in her skin, but this time I'm starting off with her blush first, because the time before, when I was coloring it in her full body, I didn't really like how it turned out by putting the blush over the skin, because you're not supposed to be layering light colors over darker colors when using alcohol markers, because it'll make like a bad effect. You can just see the white paper through it. So this time I went over with the lighter pink color first. And when I was off camera, I added a little bit to this drawing because I thought it was kind of empty. So it wasn't recorded, but you guys will see how that turns out in the end of the video. So I'm still coloring in her face, and I'm making sure that I don't go out of the lines. I'm making sure to blend in the blush color evenly. I'm moving on to her forehead, and I'm still coloring everything in. And we're almost done coloring in her face. Just coloring in the last bit, and I'm going to grab in my other color, and I'm going to go in again for the shading underneath bits of her hair and along the bottom of her cheek. Just doing that on both sides, and now her skin is done, and I'm just grabbing a white gel pen and fixing up the bits of her eye that I colored in with her skin tone. Now I'm going in with my fine liner, because when I went over with my white gel pen, I kind of went over some of the parts that I had lined with the black fine liner. But now we can move on, and we're going to start coloring in her hair. Same process as before, first grabbing the darkest color, her natural hair color, which is the black. And I'm going in with that color, outlining both edges, and then I'm going in and just coloring in the whole thing. Now I'm just almost done coloring in her hair, and I'm moving on to the other side and almost done with that part. Next, I'm going to go and I'm going to grab my purple color and I'm going to blend that in with the dark black color, black brownish color. So I'm going to take my purple color, and first I'm swatching it on the side. Well, all of my swatches, I'm swatching in all of the different purples. I'm going to go in and color and blend in the purple now with the hair color, and I'm going in all around, even the curtain bangs, making sure that I don't color the purple in into the curtain bang, because the curtain bangs are a different shade of purple. So we are nearing the end of this video, and I am almost done with the drawing. I just have to color in her shirt, and you guys have already seen that, and most of the footage was the same thing that I have done before, so you guys don't really need to see that. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me and creating an OC in a fun new way, using just a thing that I found on Google, where we just created this wonderful OC, and I tried some new things as using a different darker skin tone. And thank you guys so much for watching. This is how it turned out in the end. I used pink for the background with some white gel pen dots, and this is how the other addition to my drawing that I was talking about that I added, this little eye. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!